guys, it's Cutback Thrills, and today we're going to be reviewing Skyrush. If you enjoy what I post, consider subscribing. It really helps me out and inspire me and motivate me to want to make new videos for you guys. I've been very appreciative of the support lately, and I'm hoping to get to 50 subscribers soon. So with that all being said, let's get into the video. Skyrush is a wing/hypercoaster located at Hershey Park, Pennsylvania. It has a height of 200 feet, a length of 3,600 feet, a max speed of 75 miles per hour, and an angle of descent of 85 degrees. So let's jump into the POV. So first off, we start with a very fast cable lift hill. I'm unsure of the speed of it, but it's very, very good, and it gets you excited to ride the ride. So approaching the drop, we have an 85-degree drop. Absolutely insane. Probably one of my favorite parts in the coaster. It just feels crazy intense, and I really, really love the drop. After the insane drop, we have a very, very good ejector airtime hill. This thing is absolutely huge, and it gives unsurmountable amounts of ejector airtime, and this is by far my favorite part of the ride right here. After the airtime hill, we have a very, very intense 270-degree turn. This is one of the moments on the coaster where you could possibly gray out because it's just so intense and taken at a high speed. So if you love bone-crushing intensity, this turn is definitely a moment for you. So after that intense turn, we go into another ejector airtime hill. This airtime hill is very, very good, gives lots of ejector airtime. And I wouldn't say it's good as the first hill, but it's definitely still an awesome moment on the coaster. After that hill, you take a right-hand turn, which is still pretty intense, and then you go into a high right bank. This is probably the most unique moment on the coaster. Intamin never really knew about outward banked hills before that. I'm just imagining about that turn being the other way. I wonder how cool that would have been. But yeah, I guess the coaster world hasn't really didn't really think of that at that time. But this is definitely an underrated moment. So after that, you bank right into a turn, and then you approach what's called an S hill. I like to call it the switchback hill, but this is such a crazy moment because you have to brace for it, because it really throws you around and gives some lateral ejector. At least for me, it does. And it's such a crazy moment that I always have to brace for. Definitely an underrated moment on the coaster for sure. So after that switchback hill, we go into another smaller ejector airtime hill, which gets plenty of ejector airtime. Every hill on this ride is always delivering, unless you get stapled, but definitely this hill is really, really good. And then you twist left, and then eventually find yourself in the first set of brakes, and then you bank right into the second set of brakes, and the ride is over. So overall, I really do love the attraction. It's my favorite at Hershey Park. It's a shame that it's down for the time being as of this recording. Hopefully Hershey Park can fix it up soon, as soon as they possibly can, and get this fan favorite up and running, at least for the enthusiasts. But as my overall ranking, it ranks number 2, only behind Fury 325. So, with all that being done, now moving on to the hot topic of restraints. Does Skyrush have bad restraints? And I would say, yes, they're not that good, and they can definitely come down during the ride. But, when you think about Intamin and other restraints, what restraint could go on what restraint could replace this restraint on a wing coaster? A wing/hypercoaster. A model like this. Nothing. No one would want an over-the-shoulder restraint because that would literally kill the ride experience. And there's no way they can put any sort of restraint to, make the ride experience better. And, they couldn't put a T-bar on there. And I think with these restraints, I think it's still pretty fine. These restraints aren't good, but they do give you airtime. And I mean, that's better than no airtime at all. So, just as long as you don't get stapled, you can definitely have legendary rides on this thing. And I also have a method to prevent pain on Skyrush. Let me know if you want to see that in a future video. I will definitely make that. But I do have a method for that, and yeah, that's why Skyrush is overall my number 2. If it didn't give any pain, it'd probably be my number 1, to be honest. But yeah. So for Skyrush's final score, I'm going to give it a 9.9. It's just the restraints. Sometimes you can have a bad ride on it, but other than that, everything else is absolutely perfect and everything I want in a roller coaster. So that's gonna conclude the review. Thank you so much for watching. I got something special planned for over the weekend. I'll be recording something that hopefully you guys will all enjoy, and yeah, that's gonna conclude the video. Thank you so much for watching, and like and subscribe if you want. Bye guys.